Okay, also, I am starting from this day forward, men and women are not the same series because I think that's really the disconnect when it comes to certain topics. I'm starting to realize now that we grew up in a generation where basically we're thinking that men and women are equal, that we think the same way, and we're completely different things. This is why I'm even seeing like I'll hear girls saying, "Don't you want like?" They think that dudes want a girl that's been passed around. I don't know who's been teaching them this stuff, bro. But you know what I'm saying? You even see my comment up there. It says, unfortunately, modern females grew up thinking men and women are the same. And before, that's why I will say I don't even talk about topics like certain things in regards to this. But I will say this before you even engage in a discussion with the opposite sex about these kind of topics, you have to establish first, because I like how Myron does that. He just makes sure, first of all, men and women are the same. Are we on the same page? Because it is 2022. It is 2022, and men is acting like women, women acting like men. Everything's been reversed. It's straight Sodom and Gomorrah activities out here. But before you start these discussions, always try to establish, okay, before we talk about this, we're on the same page. Men and women are not the same, right? Right? I don't know. Maybe that's not gonna work. But just before we go into these things, men and women are not the same. Men do things differently. Women do things differently. Men think certain things. Women think different things. You know what I'm saying? That's life in across all species. Man and woman are not the same. Male and female are not the same. A carrot is different from a cucumber. Nah. What's my pastor senpai?
You are gay. You are a transgender. Doesn't that make you gay?
Yo, that interview was hilarious, bro. Pastor Senpai was like, a carrot is different from a cucumber. I want you to understand. Pepe Julian knows him. Is like, that is food. Okay, so we're gonna go into this topic. All right. He says, when you meet his friend group and he's not the leader. And first of all, you're just admitting your open hypergamy. You just looking for who's running shit, who's but they thinking of it the way she's thinking of it, because in every female group there's like a lead, there's a girl that's she's the, I guess, the alpha female, or the girl that calls the shots, and the alpha female wouldn't be the same as the alpha male. I guess the alpha female would be the girl that commands the most attention, either the most prettiest, or whoever's the leader of the female group has the most status, the most money. It could be a whole plethora of things. That's funny though. It's like when you meet his friend group and he's not the leader, and then the guy replies, "Man, why are girls still going on about a male friend, about a group having a leader? We not the Avengers." And I just want people to know, like, even when it comes to this manosphere stuff, we don't have like a leader. You know, I think when people, even like when the normies talk about the manosphere, they talk about it like Kevin Samuels was the leader. He wasn't the leader. He was just the one that got viral. He took a lot of people's talking points. There's been people like, I will see like Coach Greg Adams or like Modern Life Dating. He'll say something, and then they'll just be like, "Oh, those are just Andrew Tate wannabes or Kevin Samuels wannabes." I'm like, these guys have been here longer. Andrew Tate doesn't even really identify with the manosphere. He's just taking the lead because he's been on all those guys, manospheres channels, to promote himself, to promote his philosophy, his way of life. He even says like, I don't really identify as with the RP people because there's a lot of cliques and all this nonsense, beefs. You know what I'm saying? He tries to avoid that. But like I said, like to the average mind, especially the average girl, they just assume that Kevin Samuels was like the leader of everybody, and that's not the case. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? you know, and even like for female sports, a lot of the times you'll be like the captain of the team will be like the prettiest person. You know what I'm saying? They'll just pick the person with or the person with the most social status. And in male sports, it's just the person that commands the most respect is the leader. It's not necessarily the best player is automatically the captain. It's the person that commands the most respect. You know what I mean? And I just hope that when we talk about topics like that, man and woman, men and women are not the same. How we select, certain things is just different. We're different. You know what I mean? And I just like these replies here. Oh, hold on for a second. Exposing myself here. He says, when your homies get married and you become the new leader of the friend group. Oh man, oh Lord. But he says when she finds out you're not the leader of the friend group after y'all smashed. Oh my God. But like I said, just to end on this, it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. Um, well, but like I said, with this social media stuff, with Instagram, especially TikTok, TikTok. With this TikTok stuff, women are just exposing how they think and what I knew about them for a while. A lot of this stuff is not new, but I'm just amazed that they just say it out loud or they put it into social media or they tweet it, or they put it in video format. And now the proof is there. You know what I'm saying? So, and when especially, anytime you talk about something that a treacherous woman did and you talking to another woman about it, they always act so disingenuous. Like they act so like, where are you meeting these type of women from? They'll be. I'm not like those girls. They always say. I'm like, and I just be looking at them like you didn't see them like in elementary school, like literally emotionally terrorize each other. These guys, like women were girls can be such emotional terrorists. Like I remember in elementary school, it'll be like like remember when it was like boys and girls kind of like segregated. That's fucked up the way to say it. We were kind of like basically separated in recess, and after the boys done played soccer and we got into fights, and then we come back and we're all friends again and whatnot, and we come back in, and then you'll just see like a bunch of girls crying, and then all you suddenly you'd be like, okay guys, you girls, we're staying after the class, you guys get to go. You'd be like, what the fuck? You see like two girls crying, you'd be like, what happened? They were emotionally terror. These are emotional terrorists, man. They done spread all type of rumors, driven girls to commit all type of suicides. They swear that we slut shame, but it's them that does the slut shaming, and they they do all these things. But when we start talking about what they do, they act like we like they act shocked. They just be like, "Nani?" And me, I'm just looking at them like this. Bruh. You know what the hell I'm talking about. They will never admit to it. They will never admit to it, man. But like I said, we are not the same. We do things different. Stop looking for this leader stuff and stop openly admitting to your hypergamy. Now the proof is right there because they just tweet the shit now.